Hello there, my name is Princey. Welcome to season 4 of Africa4Nuclear. If you are new to the show, this is a platform that takes you through the evolution of energy and how nuclear energy and its range of applications have become a driving force that can improve lives all across Africa. Myself and some of my friends across the globe are super excited to be your guide as we cut across through all intersections of nuclear energy. Today we are joined online by my friend, colleague and brother all the way in Nairobi, Kenya, Mr. Rafael Chesori. He will be talking to us about the role of young people in the development of nuclear power programs in Africa. Rafael, welcome. It's good to have you here today.
Thank you for having me in your interview in this program.
Please tell us about AYGN and its role in advancing the peaceful uses of nuclear technology on the African continent.
First is to actually highlight what AYGN is as a network of young professionals. African Young Generation in Nuclear is a network that was formally launched in Nairobi, Kenya, 2017. Following a successful summit that was hosted by the Kenyan Young Generation in Nuclear. The event actually saw participation of the stakeholders from the nuclear industry, and at the World Nuclear Association and the IEA, Canadian Nuclear Society, and many other representation from other entities. Of course, the Kenyan Young Generation did this with the support from the Nuclear Power and Energy Agency. Then it was Kenya Nuclear Electricity Board. So AYGN overall brings together young professionals in nuclear. I mean the networks of young professionals in nuclear around the continent. And currently we are having about 10 active YGNs, the young generation networks across the continent. This includes, of course, South Africa, we have Kenya, we have Ghana, we have Nigeria, we have Zambia, we have Lesotho, we have Sudan, we have Senegal, we have Sierra Leone, we have Morocco. These are young generation networks that are creating a platform for young people to actively and meaningfully engage on matters nuclear science and technology in Africa, more so promoting the peaceful uses of the technology. Thank you.
Please tell us about AYGN and its role in advancing the peaceful uses of nuclear technology on the continent of Africa.
Well, as I have said that the network is bringing on board young professionals, it doesn't really mean that we are doing this in isolation. We have also the senior professionals among us. And the purpose of the network is basically to create a platform where there is a continuous knowledge transfer from the leading experts in the nuclear industry who are actually aging. We describe them as the afternoon generation. And we cascade this knowledge to the young professionals. We call them the morning generation. So what direct benefit we have is that mentorship we have from the leading experts in the nuclear industry. And another thing is the platform is a networking platform where the young people network amongst other young professionals and they kind of fellowship together to see that they are advancing their understanding of the industry as far as their careers are concerned. Also, the network presents immense opportunities for training. I mean, we kind of share available opportunities in terms of fellowships, short course training, and what have you, that is actually administered by the entities that promote peaceful uses of nuclear science and technology. Maybe to emphasize on that is that International Atomic Energy Agency has elaborate plan to build the nuclear workforce. and they are doing this in the member states through their liaison offices, where they have national projects and national programs through the Africa Agreement. They call it Africa Regional Agreement Projects, where they provide a number of fellowship for masters and even PhDs, and also short course trainings on job training for skill development. I must say also that I'm a proud beneficiary of this program on human resource development, where I'm actually doing my PhD supported by such initiatives. So members of the network are actually given a lot of attention and even priority, because young generation in nuclear, there is a lot of interest to build a workforce in this industry. So any active member, and more so people who have actually decided to see that there is something they can contribute towards bettering the nuclear industry, they will have opportunity of growth and immense opportunities for that matter. So members benefit on those grounds. Thank you.
Chesori, the development of nuclear programs in Africa are close to non-existence, with South Africa being the only African country with a commercial nuclear power plant. What message does AYGN have for African leaders in order to remind them about getting their priorities correct, starting with energy security in our states?
Our voice as young people is that we encourage our governments to really see into it that having nuclear energy or nuclear electricity in the energy mix is part of the solution to providing sustainable and reliable energy supply as a continent. And if it's something to go by, like the development we have witnessed in South Africa is courtesy of such kind of reliable energy. South Africa is the only country that has a civil nuclear power plant, and the benefits are immense. They are even having a lot of non-power application, especially like in the nuclear medicine and radiotherapy practice. This kind of technology is something that has a lot of benefit that maybe populations don't know, and that is the kind of the knowledge gap we are trying to address as young people. We want to sensitize the populations across the continent to know that nuclear has more benefits than the disadvantages these people have been fed through over years with anti-nuclear groups promoting some propaganda that is baseless. We say that as professionals in the field, we know the benefits outweighs the negatives that this technology comes with. And the message we want to pass concretely is that let the governments streamline youth engagement at every level and every stage of nuclear developments, where they should be having deliberate budgets to support youth-led activities that are geared towards creating awareness creation on nuclear uh, credentials, the peaceful applications of nuclear science and technology, so that at the end of the day, we creating an industry that is a all inclusive industry where it generates employment opportunities for not only the nuclear engineers or nuclear science, but to all other professions, including lawyers, including economists, including environmentalists, and what have you. So this kind of approach will see into it that the continent is walking the steps where majority of the young people and the populations are aware of the kind of benefits that we are geared by embracing nuclear technology. Thank you.
Lastly, Rafael, how does one become an AYGN member?
The network is an open network to members of the young generation in nuclear, also the national level. What it entails is that a member joins a national network, and they commit themselves to advance the agenda of their network there. But we are open to any member. You must not belong to the national network. You can join the Continental Network. We have, if you interested in pursuing the agenda of our network, we welcome you on board. We have online membership. You just join, it's free of charge. But we expect a lot of proactiveness from members so that we are able to reap the benefits of being a member. Most of the members who are dormant and inactive, they don't realize how good the network is. But those who have seen what their proactiveness can bring about, they have a testimony to give.
Oh, well, Rafael, it was a pleasure talking to you. I wish you and AYGN all the best. If you have any comments or questions, please drop them below. And don't forget to follow hashtag Africa4Nuclear on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Until next time, Okorobe.